Namaste, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great today. Well, I am outside of my garage, as you can tell, and I am getting ready to do some transplant. Well, starting seeds up today. The other day, I went to the local nursery and I bought packages of seeds, lots of seeds. And so I wanted to share a little bit of this with everybody. Um, If you are going to claim the rank, well, the title of a green witch, a hedge witch, a kitchen witch, you are going to need lots and lots and lots of herbs and spices. And so you need to be able to grow some yourself. You should be able to grow some yourself. They have a lot of these starter kits that you can get at Dollar General here in the States where for I think it's like $3 they give you these 3 pots, little cheap plastic pots, and they give you a little bit of herbs, and you can throw it in the window. And it might not be much, but if you are trying to um, be creative, this is a great way to start. And so, what did I get? Let's see, I got some standard regular oregano, um, sage, lemon basil, a purple basil. I'll try to do this slow. There we go. This is a broadleaf sage. Try and do it slow because there we go. Thyme. True Greek style oregano. Come on, lady. Work with me here. Okay. One that I'm very curious about, you see, up until a couple years ago, I've never heard of borage before, but I'm going to be planting borage today. Some savory. Come on, lady. Oh, well, I'm going to give up on that. I have some rosemary. This is the standard, what they call official rosemary. So, which is a tender perennial that can be used fresh or dried. And then the last one is cinnamon basil. And I think this is going to be a wonderful selection of herbs for this year. I have a 10-foot shelf on the other side of my garage windows, right over here. And I am going to have that full of herbs this year. I bought at a garage sale little 10-foot planters that will fit on my shelf perfectly. And obviously, with it being 10-foot shelf, I put 10 of them on there. I will have that shelf loaded with various herbs. I might even have to put another support bracket on it instead of just having the two, put a third one on there just to handle the extra weight. So, starting seed is easy. It really is. Now, you can go to, like I said, Dollar General. They have some of the basic kit stuff, like this right here. I'm going to turn it slowly. This will hold 36 seeds. And so this would be a great thing to start 2 or 3 different types of plants and herbs that you're wanting. But I have a lot of plants, a lot of planters, and all that. I have this little one right here. It's kind of cool looking. Yeah, it just caught my eye. It's not that very big, but something that could be used as an excellent starter. Then after this year, what I'm planning on doing is getting succulents or the small cactuses and put in here and have that on my computer desk. I try to have some greenery in my house, but with 4 cats, every plant that I have must be able to defend itself. And cactuses can do that. So, most of the planting that I'm going to be doing today, I am going to be using these rough cardboard planting boxes. If I can get them separate. There we go. They're small. You just put just a little bit of soil on there, put the seed in there, and just keep it hydrated. And then you just have to keep them in a tray. Yeah, there's actually no preparation time in making this video. I just decided, oh, I'll do this. I think this will be interesting. And so, here it is. It's just an aluminum foil baking dish. This can be thrown away. And it is the right height so that I can put my starter pots in here. And then I could take this inside the house, put it into a curio cabinet that I have, and let them grow. The curio cabinet is being used because of the fact that I have cats. With 4 cats, they love to eat plants. And so I need to put them into something so those little suckers can protect themselves. So this is the plan. I'll have 2 of those trays per metal tray. And this will hold quite a few plants. And so I'm looking forward to getting this started. Now, as I talk and all this, I'm going to be rambling on about a lot of different things because a lot of this is, do this a little bit, then you got preparation stuff to do. Now, you can buy the starter mixes and all that. And I do that. My better half does that. But I still like to make sure that there's plenty of nutrient in the soil. So one of the things that you can buy is peat moss. I'm not supporting this company in any way other than buying their product. But peat moss, that is a good thing to add in there because it retains moisture and has nutrients in there. And just mix it up. You can use a garden trowel and just mix it up. Break up the clumps when you buy a lot of these pre-bagged soil mixes and all that. It's usually a big clump, and so gotta break up the clumps so that you can get it into those small pods. And there we go. That should do it. So this could be a big mess if you're not careful. We're gonna do the cute one first. Yes, guys like me use words like cute. Now, I suggest that everybody does something like this. I really do. Because, we talk about honoring nature and working with nature. Well, you got to get your hands dirty too. And there. So I got this 3/4 of the way full, a little bit more than that. And so now I decide what seed I want on there. I got the sage already planned out. So let's do something cool. I just read all this about the plants because, you should always read the back, read the instructions. And borage, I cannot transplant that. They highly recommend that you don't. And so we won't be planting that today. And so let's do Greek oregano. Okay? So now this says that it is to be seed death is pressed to the surface, which makes it quite easy. Wow, and it comes into a smaller package yet. If I remember right, the oregano seed is very small and fine, so you got to be very careful when you're doing this. Yes, get the package opened. Yes, it is very fine. It is finer than black powder, crushed black powder. And so, gently tap the bag so that the seeds come out. Wow, it is fine. All right, and since they say press in, so you just take your fingers, press it in just a little, not a lot. Once you got it pressed in, water it. But for the sake of the video, I'm just going to set this aside. I'm going to water it later. That one's done. Which is probably going to be the easiest one all day. Well, this is blue, and I'm still at it. I've gotten quite a bit done. One thing I did not discuss about is how to turn this into kind of a relaxing spiritual event. And I want to do that right now. Right now, I have some Nag Champa incense sticks going. I find that to be a very relaxing smell. I just love the smell of Nag Champa. And so I had 2 sticks going right now, right over here. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I try to keep it down low since I'm making a video. I got Rachmaninoff Second Piano Concerto going right now. That is also something that I find very relaxing, very calming. And, you know, when life is so chaotic and so stressful at times, I can just come out here, burn a couple sticks of incense, listen to some Rachmaninoff or some of my other classical music. I got some Brahms, Tchaikovsky out here as well. And I can reflect. I can have a conversation with the gods, with myself. And figure some things out. Sometimes the time away from everybody is a wonderful thing. This is my garage, but no car comes in here. This is my workshop, my get away from everybody place. That is why I love it so much. And we all need that spot that we can get away with. And sometimes you need to do something that can be mentally challenging. I need that. There are also some times where you got to do something with those hands. You're going to go nuts. And so that's one of the things I love about what I'm doing right now. And that is because I am starting life by doing the plants, and I'm using my fingers. I like getting dirty at times, and so now I can. So, if you feel like there's something missing in your path, and we all feel that way at times, reflect on what you do, what you don't do, what you want to do. Because one of my things is sometimes I just don't feel connected with nature, especially in wintertime. But then when spring comes, I can get to do all my planting and all that, and I feel a connection. Because I get to look at every plant in my yard and go, okay, I planted it this year, I planted that 2 years ago. Wow, that's growing pretty good. My junipers I planted a couple years ago are starting to finally really grow nicely. Junipers like to create the root ball first before they take off up on top. So I'm very pleased with that. Um, we're going to try to do raised gardens this year. So I got to go to the lumberyard and I got to get 2x10s, mostly 10-footers, so that I can make raised garden beds in the yard. We're also going to try some trellis gardening, which means I get to build trellises for the plants. We got a lot of climbing plants, like Malabar Red. These are, it's climbing spinach. Oh, cool. One of Cindy's that she picked up. But this is going to give me a lot of time building, being outside, maintenance and all that. So I get my spiritual time out there where I get to use my hands. I am also been struggling because I need something to, use my head with. I got some free time, and what I want to do is try to figure out ways to build up spirituality, a brotherhood, a kinship, or sisterhood. I'm not being sexist there, ladies. So that there's a little bit of a closeness in the pagan communities. I got jealous really with the UK because I've been doing a lot of these PDF downloads, trying to gather all the pagan information that I can, because I'm trying to really add a lot of meat to my grimoire, my Book of Shadows. And I am seeing a lot of group efforts there. They have a thing called the Pagan Federation in the UK. And we don't have anything close to that here in Iowa. I mean, in Iowa, you got a little group here, a little group there, but nothing brought together. And so I think it would be awesome if we can build something like that here in Iowa. Well, not just Iowa, I think nationwide. Several group federations, and build a better community. Because the one thing I learned about these pagan federations that they have in the UK, they don't have a spiritual separation. They are able to have druids go along with Wiccans and all that. There isn't really a boundary between the groups, whereas here in the States, we are so demanding to be individuals and to protect our beliefs that we kind of not really shun, but we keep people at a safe distance, because we're not going to have anybody tell us how to do our practice, how to do our path. And so, our individuality is costing us our closeness here in the States. And I'm wanting to change that a great deal. So, anyway, I better get finishing up here.